Let's talk about becoming self-disciplined. With becoming self-disciplined, you must understand that it's you that need to become self-disciplined. A lot of times we have the notion that someone else needs to make us self-disciplined in order for us to be self-disciplined. And that's not always the case. So in order to be self-disciplined, let's understand what discipline is. Discipline means, the word itself means to learn. You go study it in its original language. It means to learn. So that means that you have to learn how to be self-disciplined. We don't pop out the womb and become self-disciplined just because we're here. Self-discipline is a learned behavior like anything else. So let's look at learning for just a minute. When you learn something, there's two parts to learning to make it 100% learning. One part of learning is acquisition. You have to acquire information. See, a lot of people are good at that. They acquire information, get a lot of information. The library is full of information, right? And a lot of people have their own libraries in their head and in their heart, and they acquire so much information, know a lot of things, right? The second part of learning is application. See, application is what you do with the information that you acquired. In other words, application is what activates information. If you don't have information, how are you going to apply anything? You can't apply anything if you don't have it. And if you have information and you don't apply it, how are you going to make it work for you if you don't apply what you learn? So when you gravitate and grab more information from other sources, whether you read it in a book, whether you learn it at a seminar or a workshop or anything like that, or a sermon, the objective is to make sure that you can apply what you have learned or the information that you acquire. See, look at the word inform. Inform. I-N is in, form is shape. So here is the reality. You're going to look like what information you acquired. Your information is going to shape you into looking like it. So this goes back to this then. If a person doesn't have a lot of information or have bad information, that information would shape them into something that looks just like it. If they have a lot of information, you notice a lawyer or an attorney has information on the law and it kind of shaped them into an attorney. A doctor or a teacher, a bus driver, they have information on driving a bus. That's why they look like a bus driver. That's why they do bus driver things. They drive a bus because of the information that they have. Well, if you want to get to the next level and get better at what you do, you're going to have to get information and apply it. This is self-discipline. This is self-discipline in action. If you want to get to the next level, you're going to have to mean to do that. That means self-discipline is something you mean to do. It's done intentionally. It's not done on accident. It's done on intention. So the more you get involved with self-discipline, the more order you'll create in your life and the more things that happen for you, because you can fix your life. You can get anything you want in life if you just get self-disciplined enough, and you can keep anything you want in life if you just get self-disciplined enough. The opposite is true. If you don't get what you want, it's probably because you're not self-disciplined. And if you don't keep what you get, it's probably because you're not self-disciplined. So get self-disciplined, my friend.